of you can go ahead and slap me up, but when I'm at 125, when I've got full aura, you best be afraid.
Yeah, this is like one of the Lucarios we have in MDVA. They are a rare breed. I mean, I guess that Pokemon is pretty rare. You don't see a lot of Riolus in the wild, but
yeah, this ain't just a no basic Lucario. This is Ash Lucario out here.
Yeah,
this is putting in work.
This is that movie Lucario.
Got that plot armor.
The mystery of new Lucario. This man's bopping him.
But this is really the problem here, is that for all that long string, he basically, each of his aerials do like 3 to 5 damage. It's not really that much DPS at low levels here of aura.
He's Pokemon Chic, and then he gets the Rage Factor.
Yeah, he's Pokemon Chic, and then he turns on to like Pokemon Bowser with his kill power.
I mean, yeah, he does have potential. I mean, and there's also, it's like you have in-game Rage, and then you have Lucario Rage, and they stack together, and it's brutal. And once you get on that third stock as Lucario, you start hitting hard.
There are also some issues, though, with Lucario that not a lot of people have exploited it to their fullest. For instance, Lucario relies often on getting people out of shield by using that command grab, but you can actually angle your shield, and a lot of characters, if you angle the shield like towards Lucario, they can't command grab you.
Oh, good to know.
Yeah, you can't grab the shield, you have to grab the body. That's why, like, it's hard to grab Rob sometimes because his torso is so narrow.
Interesting to see. I mean, we saw that Force Palm come out there and giving Qwerty that first kill, putting himself on the map.
Very nice. He used the neutral beat, canceled it immediately into a grab.
Yeah, and that back air not quite doing it as Lucario is holding on by a thread. Tricks Porkaye. It sends him off stage, but Porkaye manages to take control a little bit back to normal.
And then this is when you start getting afraid of this character. When you start hearing just the sound of that aura sphere sounding like a buzzsaw out here, you can already convert it into things like up air, up smash, back air. But finally, very good job there by Porkaye to recognize that Qwerty seems to prefer the air, and just go ahead and respond with a strong anti-air by Wolf.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he thinks he's Falco because he prefers the air. So let's see if Wolf O'Donnell can bring that rivalry back
Wolf
and
got
get some
for
heat
you on that one.
Oh, no tech equals a fun dash attack, and Porkaye's doing a great job kind of evening up this percent count after being down so much. Still got a little bit of ways to go, but still, it's thought that counts.
Yeah, at this point, it's if Lucario, what they really need to do is they need to make their first stock count with the Rage. So right now, Qwerty, if you can like kill Lucario relatively early, then the character has a ton of problems. But if the character survives late to around this percentage, or really about 130 to 150s when they become incredibly strong, then like the game starts to slip away from you. So we'll have to see if Porkaye can recognize that and start really fiending for this kill. Back here, that's not going to do it from center stage.
Yeah, not quite what he wants, but that scoop of the up smash, because Qwerty has been very aggressive with his up beast, really trying to go in and kind of mess with Porkaye's defenses. So Porkaye just holds that shield button, he's going to find that punish, and he's going to find that stock.
There are a couple angles that you can use on Lucario's up B where you have little to no lag after that bounce. Porkaye just put a hitbox right on top of the bounce. So even if Qwerty ended up coming down with an aerial, it's still going to lose to Wolf's up smash.
Oh, that Aura Sphere coming in clutch a little bit, kind of tacking on some extra bonus percentage. That thing covers half the stage when Lucario is at max rage. It's disgusting, and I love it.
It is, and also it can two-frame and it can cover recoveries, ledge get-ups rather. So this is a character that has a ton of tools if he puts you in a disadvantage with that projectile. The thing is that I feel like this game is a lot less friendly to characters with charged projectiles. Like, if you just go ahead and try to pull that out, there's like an animation cancel that takes a couple frames, and Wolf can just pull out his blaster, or he can just rush you down.
Oh, unfortunately, yeah, he found himself getting set on the defensive there by that shield, and you're going to get just slapped by Lucario if he manages to find you like that, especially at that percentage.
Yep, just did not react quick enough. As I said, there is an animation cancel that you can exploit when Lucario goes ahead and gets rid of that Aura Sphere, but it's quick. You have to be on point for reaction times.
Can we talk about how casual Qwerty is right now with his leg up? He's leaning back. He's just having a good time.
Yeah, he's relaxed.
It's biz cash.
He does not have to actually put in the pressure. He applies the pressure with this character passively.
Yeah. Okay, Porkaye going back to PS2, trying to find that run back, because he's like, all right, yesterday I got 5th place, so today I got to do better than that. So he does not want to get out at 7th just yet.
And Qwerty, as a visitor here from Virginia, is looking to do the best that he can on one of his rare appearances at Xanadu, so I would not be surprised if he presses really hard on this one here.
Yeah, I'd imagine some of the VA players here are trying to make a name for themselves at this tournament so they can get some of that out-of-state bonus cred for the PR.
Very true. There's still a very good rivalry between Maryland and Virginia, so it's good whenever Virginia players come here and they get the opportunity to slap MD up.
Yeah, but of course we won the last crew battle, I believe. So
we won the last 2 crew battles.
Suck it, VA. But hopefully Porkaye can kind of rep MD correctly in this matchup, because right now he's having a little bit of a hard time. Oh, but that third time is the charm as Porkaye finds himself back on stage in the advantage state and slapping Qwerty a little bit, getting that extra percentage on board. Oh, he reads that
Yeah, he
aggressive
really
option.
wanted that. That's one where it's like you're halfway across the stage. It's like, I think he's going to be here. Either you've got something really big brewing up there in the brain, or you're just betting it a little bit off.
Either you expanded your brain or you emptied it out. One of the two. There's no in between, unfortunately. Let's see, though. All right. These kind of aggressive options from Qwerty. Yeah, there we go. That's what I like to see.
Up smash, not quite doing it there. And then a little bit of a long-range smash attack there by Qwerty. The ranges of those moves is so deceptive. And then counters? All right, He was really saying, you're going to try to two-frame me here, aren't you?
I mean, Porkaye loves pressing buttons, so it really doesn't surprise me to see that, all right, let me just throw the counter because I'm in disadvantage right now, and if you press a button, I hit you.
Yes,
you might lose
sir.
a stock for it.
I really want to see Wolf just reflect one of these auras here. So that just, anytime you're at this kind of percent and Lucario goes for it, if you get a reflect off at mid-distance, they cannot shield it. They have to back off.
Yeah. That thing is huge. It packs a punch, and it will definitely kill at like the mid to high percent.
But covering his option right there, taking away most of Qwerty's rage there. But even the thing is that in this game, even if you go ahead and take a stock away from Lucario, if Lucario's down a stock, they get more aura. So it really is, the comeback mechanic is there entirely. Doesn't matter if they're at high percent or if they're behind in stocks. This character can always find a way to come back in the game.
Yeah, it's comeback the character.
Yes, sir.
Like actually, like the in-game mechanics specify comeback the character. It's funny to see, but hopefully Porkaye kind of keeps this lead and runs with it. It's only a minor percentage right now, but he's trying to convert it into something bigger.
Yeah, I really do feel like this might be one of Lucario's worst matchups, to be honest, because Wolf has the ability to kill this character relatively early with things like that. It's not really particularly committal to toss out a back air, and then you have the two-frame options. Down smash obviously is a threat at just about any percent, and then you also have the ability to up smash anytime Qwerty's trying those fancy Aura Sphere cancels. But that is something you have to be aware of. You can respond out of shield when Aura Sphere is tapping you.
And as you saw there, Porkaye threw out the reflector just in case Qwerty was trying to get aggressive.
The chase was really good, though. Like, Qwerty's doing a phenomenal job. Good reflector. But
he rolled. That's unfortunate. You don't want to see that. Porkaye now possibly on his tournament stock here, trying to get himself some sort of W, but Qwerty is trying to not make that happen.
No, he just tossed out these kill options. Finally gets it. I very much like that option.
That was so good.
Yeah, just land with an empty short hop immediately into an up tilt. It's quick enough so that if they drop shield to try to respond, thinking that they're going to get Tomahawk grabbed, then you just bop them for it.
Yeah,
it's a really good mix-up by Porkaye.
So we've been talking back and forth, but I think that we really need to highlight Qwerty's movement options because this man is definitely moving with those kind of B-reverse Aura Spheres, and the ability to kind of jump around gives this guy an extra level of mobility that you don't really see a lot from standard characters.
I love the change to just charge shots in general. Like the fact that you can cancel them any time with jumps gives a lot of these characters so much more mobility, and it really is great for viewers too, because this character moves now. They're not so like stuck in shield and force rely on wave bounces for limited move options.
Yeah, Porkaye is currently scrambling, trying to find that one option that'll get him the W.
He needs it now.
Yeah, he needs it now.
You're in danger zone, my friend.
Qwerty is being so elusive with it.
Forward air, not quite going to do it.
No.
Where's the aggressive up B? Yep, gets the bounce and then reads a tech. Okay, Porkaye not quite dead yet. Tries for the up air. That would have killed.
This is super scary because he's Lucario, but the
reflector!
That's what we're saying. It comes out clutch.
That buff that Sakurai gave Reflector, making it just a frame quicker with the invuln, might very well have saved Porkaye's life right there, as it felt like that was the exact window that he needed to pull that option out.
Oh, and he's smiling to himself a little bit like, yeah, that was clutch. He's like, I'm cool, I'm cool.
Yeah, it's one of those where you go to your opponent, like, yeah, I read that. What's your ban, son? Oh, God. Into game 3. Well-played games by both players. I feel like Porkaye perhaps learning the matchup on the fly. As you've said before, we don't have a ton of Lucario players in the region. So I think the game 2 adaptations were on point. You saw that he had a solid lead at the end there and then was able to close it.
Yeah, Qwerty had that comeback factor. He had that Lucario factor. And it almost made the difference. He almost found himself walking away with this in a 2-0, but Porkaye managed to stuff it out. So we'll see if that comeback factor comes into play again for Qwerty in this game 3.
Yep, at low percents, Porkaye's doing a very good job of anti-airing this man. He's just recognizing that basically Lucario doesn't have good pokes on the ground. It's all air. It's all mixing the man up. It's a floatier character with not the best aerial mobility.
And you can see that right now. He's kind of having an air battle, but that up tilt will do the trick to snuff out that first stock. And now Qwerty has a little bit more aura on board, but no rage, so we need to find something to add to that firepower.
Down air, he tried to go ahead and get the down air spike. Not quite going to work out for him. Lands with the back air, crosses up Porkaye, grabs the wrong direction, it looks like. It's the counter, but yeah, actually Porkaye, an opportunistic whiff right there.
Oh, and the footstool again to set, and the down smash. You got to calm down, Porkaye. He's really feeling himself now.
True, but Lucario's recovery is just so good. That character is very rarely gimped off stage.
Yeah, you can see that Porkaye is feeling himself now, almost lapping Qwerty in percentage after taking that first stock. Qwerty hasn't really had time to play the game in the past 30 seconds.
Sign of an intelligent player when game 3 goes from, like, you lose game 1 and then game 3 looks like this dominant. It's like, how did we get here? Oh, because he learned. He understood what he needed to do. Good air dodge there. He has his double jump still, but gets two-framed by the projectile.
That is such a big, mighty hitbox that I don't think there's a way around it.
Actually, yeah, I don't think that was a two-frame. I think that he just basically put a large hitbox at edge and it covered the entire recovery option. Yeah, that probably wasn't a two-frame.
I mean, that thing covers, like I said earlier, that thing covers like
it's
the whole, like half the stage. It is just too big. Nice parry, but not finding that hit to capitalize on it.
This is where Qwerty needs to make his money. He needs basically 1 or 2 more Aura Spheres and then a kill. 69% off stage, nice.
Yeah,
what does he get out of it though? Does Porkaye power up here in Super Saiyan percent or no?
All right,
he's feeling it.
See.
No,
that
that's
quick
such a
up
shame.
tilt from Lucario coming out, snuffing out Porkaye's hopes and dreams, giving himself something to think about because right now he's evening up this percentage pretty quickly. Porkaye needs to find an option or else he's going to find himself down a stock. Get up attack will add some percentage on board, but oh, that excellent DI. You are living.
And then misses the timing with the projectile, tries to roll in, but actually doesn't cover the roll quick enough and gets punished for it quite hard here. But, I mean, Qwerty did a very good job that stock at 144%. This is close to an even game here if he can get the kill.
Yeah, you can see that Porkaye really has adapted in these last few stocks because he got caught by that Aura Sphere charge and now he's rolling in. But of course, Qwerty can also adapt and knows if you're going to roll in, I can just fire this sucker and you're dead.
Layers on layers.
Let's see though. Porkaye still, again, this is a mirror match of that last stock. Both of them just kind of standing in front of each other, not getting anything. Porkaye has the lead, but Qwerty might be the one to bring it back.
That soft footstool actually led into a little bit of a combo there by Qwerty here. Tried to get the forward smash to force Porkaye off of him, but can't quite do it. Dash grab kind of whiffs right there a little bit. Porkaye did not fall through the platform to give Qwerty that opportunity.
Wolf's Smash is strong, but not strong enough to get that extra scoop factor in. Qwerty, though, has Porkaye in disadvantage, messes him up with that Aura Sphere. Again, these tricky movements from him in the
shimmy
side
and shake.
Get up attack is going to get punished.
Tries to get the two-frame with the down air, but good reversal. And then the up air calling out Porkaye's double jump.
And then that was such a tense set.
Remember when Qwerty was on his last stock and Porkaye had 3 stocks? Clutch City. This man is absolutely a force to be reckoned with. When you put him in the corner, he responds with a backhand.
Oh, and this is a monthly, so this is best of 5 top 8 for everything.
Okay, all right then.
I didn't realize that until they didn't stand up and shake hands. Everyone's a little bit fooled here, but I mean, that just means more good content.
Smash. Yeah, exactly.
I'm not complaining. I can see this Lucario do stuff, and we gotta, secretly unbiased, but secretly root for Porkaye,
I gotta go ahead and get my notebook out here because Qwerty is showing us some tech right here. Back to stadium is the pick here. Both players seem to be just okay with this stage. It seems like it benefits both characters a little bit. I mean, Lucario has the ability to get the platform resets for early up air kills, but Wolf can kind of do the same thing with like moves like up tilt underneath that platform. It makes his ledge trapping game a lot stronger. And just like we were seeing last time, Qwerty is kind of getting the boots early on, but what is the response? That up air almost killed.
Yeah, that's pretty strong. Kind of a strong move. Lucario is very deceptive as a character. You really don't expect much.
You just feel like you're in control, you're like winning the game, and then you just get bopped once or twice and you're dead. But Porkaye doing a good job of cleaning up that rage and reducing the aura level just a wee bit right there.
Yeah, so now we see Porkaye in the lead, hopefully trying to find himself more percentage on the board like we see here. Waits out that counter, so smart. He knows that Qwerty wants to press some sort of option, and he's going to wait it out, whether it's counter or an aerial. Not giving him a lot of chance to breathe as he almost has him lapped in percentage.
This has been a dominating show again, but we saw this already. Like, this is something that Qwerty's used to. He doesn't really play any different when he's down.
All right.
Side B, that should do it, yeah.
Yeah, you got a little bit fancy there with that reflector, expecting something like that Aura Sphere, but not quite.
Look at that tech chase. That's so cool. The little bop of the up B when you basically hit it straight on, it has so little lag on it that you can follow up if you're at decent aura.
Yeah, and as you can see, about 60% now on Porkaye's second stock when he was pretty well in control a second ago. Now he's kind of struggling to find this kill, and that is when Lucario's at his most dangerous.
Yeah, you're swinging wild. I'm swinging with these massive projectiles take up half the stage. But again, Porkaye just not allowing that to fall completely out of his control.
Yeah, at the end of the day, Wolf got some meaty, fat buttons, and he's going to press them.
Twice on platform. Can we talk about that? Porkaye was looking a little bit terrified, or he hit the wrong button and could not platform drop.
I mean, it's when you're underneath, when you're on that platform and Lucario's underneath you, it's like Jaws.
I mean, got the theme playing in the background.
Yeah.
No tech into down smash. That very nearly sealed it up. Not quite a sweet spot, though.
Getting caught out. These downers are not really quite doing it for Qwerty, but it doesn't matter because he'll take the stock anyway.
Yeah, it's difficult to jump above him. As I said, those platforms are really good at shielding Lucario from like Wolf's longer hitboxes. You can just basically sit underneath it, but yeah, you can't do that. You cannot up B into a Wolf that is jumping and has his back turned to you because you're going to catch them boots.
Porkaye signaling to the audience, his fans in the crowd, that yeah, that was pretty nice. Gotta respect the hustle when you got your pals cheering you on. I mean, this is Maryland home turf, so you're gonna have some of the Maryland boys cheering Maryland boys.
Exactly. Gotta go ahead and root for the homies. But we're sticking with it all the way on to Game 5. And look at the calm demeanor of Qwerty. He's still leaning back, still got the legs up. Even though this is Game 5, even though he's sitting there on the verge of elimination, he's still looking pretty casual out here.
I mean, Lucario maybe kind of has that rage, has that aura. Qwerty is cool as a cucumber.
True.
And I guess that might make the difference for him because you can see that Porkaye was kind of scrambling a little bit with some of his button options there as he finds himself in these dangerous scenarios. But Qwerty rather is staying collected, even if he's at a little bit of the disadvantage.
Is he ever though? I mean, rage is a thing.
Yeah, you're helping me kill you. Exactly. You don't know it yet.
I want this damage. I think it wasn't it? Wasn't it the Forbidden game, the project that allowed Lucario one of the taunts to give him like a free 10%, just power up?
I don't know. I did not
never
play.
You never played the Forbidden game?
I did not imbibe in the forbidden fruit, so to speak. I was not in the Garden of Eden at the time. But I do know that some of the old classic Brawl tactics is blow yourself up with smart bombs. That's how to play Brawl like a man, let me tell you.
No, you use that for SDI. You'd smart bomb and then you learn to SDI inside of that. That was a thing.
Just the stanky leg.
At 0%, I'm just going to kick you and just what you going to do about it?
That wasn't to get damage. That was just to make a statement.
Send a message. Let them know.
Oh, nice grab. Down throw. Not quite enough for that dash attack, but reading the roll, getting that down smash in turn.
Weaker hit, so it doesn't really send Qwerty all that far, but just getting the damage here. And yeah, you just tried to punish a Wolf smash tag. You should have learned.
Oh, yeah, and he gets the parry, gets the dash tag just barely. Forward tilt as well, and Qwerty's not looking pretty healthy. That nair is going to mess him up bit by bit, and again, another dash attack.
All this from just trying to punish him like one or two moves that he should not have tried to punish. He was in such a bad spot for so long, and you can only dodge Wolf's hitboxes a couple times before he finally paints one right where he needs to.
And you now see Porkaye starting to feel a little bit comfortable dancing around Qwerty, not giving him a lot of time to move. Again, Stanky Leg coming out to make that statement up a whole stock right now. But of course, we cannot sleep on the Lucario pick. He may be in disadvantage, but he has some advantage with that rage.
Yeah, if you pull out the gun, I got a bigger one. It's like you trying to pull out the 9s, I got the 44. But
speaking of, Wolf just pulled out the RPG with that bazooka down smash. You're looking like Snake's forward smash, just boom.
Easy for Porkaye.